Hello everyone, this is Tomo for the Market Zone, and thank you very much for joining me for this weekly market analysis video. A video that I'm going to show you some of the trades I took over the week and some of the trades I'm still monitoring towards the end of the week, and NFP numbers coming on Friday. Everything is green today. SPX is green. SPX is above 1900, basically according to plan. Black Monday, this Monday, was when SPX dropped below 1900. I posted on TradingView that the secondary trading plan was to buy 1870, and as you can see, we had a double bottom here, and SPX rallied back above 1900, near 1910, which is a resistance right now. But as I mentioned, some of the trades that I'm going to show you here today been part of the weekly market analysis, which is the newsletter, the totally free newsletter that you can all subscribe by going to www.themarketzone.net, press the weekly market analysis tab, and fill your details and get great trading ideas, great technical analysis content right to your email. So go do so if you are not subscribed already. Let's jump to the charts and see what we have done so far and what we have going on towards the end of the week. As per SPX, not much to say right now except that we reached target level, as I mentioned before. 1910 became resistance, blocked the price twice during this US session, and in order to see 2000, which is the extended target level for this setup, we need to see the price first climbs above 1910, then 1950, climbing above the 50 SMA line. This is a 4 hours chart, so the 4 hours to 50 SMA line, and then the 200, and continuing to climb higher against the bearish sentiment of the market. I know it sounds crazy, but no one thought earlier this week that the price will ever reach 1900, and here we are above 1900, just below 1910. So be patient, trust in your system. If we will see a strong selling from 1910, perhaps we'll reconsider things, but for now, as long as the price is above this 1870, 1880 support zone, I still expect it to reach eventually at least towards the 2000 level. This is SPX, nothing, as I mentioned, nothing to do right now except wait. A great trading opportunity developed earlier today on MLNX as the company announced that it is buying EURUSD. The price just crashed into the PRZ of weekly bullish pattern we had in the lead zone. This is a weekly chart for MLNX, and it just created a double bottom in the PRZ, and I missed this opportunity because I was too busy doing some other stuff for the members. I missed the opportunity, but this is a weekly chart, and if this candle would turn out to be a weekly pin bar, it could be a longer term signal that MLNX is going higher. What we need to see right now is a close above 40 again, and then it will lead it, MLNX probably to 45. That's a very nice upside potential here, and eventually to my final target level, $50 per share for MLNX. So $33 currently is the bottom and place to put stop loss below, and we need to see that confirmation that indeed MLNX is going higher by the stock price closing above $40. So pay attention to MLNX. Definitely something to monitor over the next few weeks towards earning. One last talk before I jump to the Forex part of this video. This is Twitter daily chart, and this is the Keys of Life setup posted on this week's weekly market analysis. This is the kind of content that you are missing out if you are not subscriber to the weekly market analysis, the totally free newsletter. So Twitter is up 5.3%, struggling with this red trend line here, the neckline of the head and shoulder pattern I mentioned last week that failed, but now with stronger volume, Twitter should overcome this trend line, maybe meet the 50 SMA line here, the daily 50 days MA line, but eventually Twitter is heading toward $30, so there is still opportunity here. The stop loss is a little bit wider now, but if you caught this Keys of Life setup, good job. Let me know if you did. So this is Twitter going towards 30. It needs the support of the market, and I hope that SPX will continue as planned, and Twitter will find the strength it needs to reach $30 soon. Moving over to Forex, this is the EURUSD 4 hours chart, and in EURUSD I expected the euro to climb towards 1.14 to complete this bearish bat pattern I mentioned in the weekly markets analysis this week. EURUSD failed to do so because of this structure zone, the 1.128 more or less. Clear structure, you see the support here became resistance and double top here, and the euro dropped towards the structure support here again. In the elite zone, I actually sent to the members a setup for a bearish setup on EURUSD, short-term bearish setup. We had a bearish bet here. You see here the completion near 88.6. Turned up to be very nice, about 80 to 100 pips profit for those who took it, but this was a short-term setup. I still expect EURUSD to continue higher, but it must stay above 1.11. It won't be easy because now all the SMAs line I'm using, the 200 SMA, the 50 SMA, and the fast SMA act as resistance. So EURUSD will have to get some serious push above this SMA line, above 1.128 to complete the bearish bet near 1.14. But this is the scenario right now. As long as EURUSD stays above 1.11, I'm still within the aggressive C bullish setup, looking for a completion. This is the setup. Right now, stop loss should be at least below 1.11, below X. This is EURUSD. What we have next is Pound Aussie. Let's see it. Pound Aussie was our biggest winner last week in the elite zone. We actually had two scenarios traded last week. One was the aggressive C scenario when we bought the C point all the way up to D, the completion of this bearish bet. About 350 pips winner if I recall correctly, and then we actually went bearish, shorting this bearish bet pattern, gaining another 400 pips as the bet reached both of its target level. And what we did this week, we shorted Pound Aussie when it reached this structure zone. See here resistance, support, resistance, false break, and resistance. This is actually, if you been following me, this is a kiss of death. Kiss of death setup when you short the structure following a false break, and you see we had another 300 pips winner on Pound Aussie. This is the 4 hours chart. Again, all the SMAs line are now resistance, and I expect Aussie to reach, this is a godly pattern, and I expect Pound Aussie to reach about here, which is very close to complete a bullish godly pattern near 2.15, 2.148 if you want to be precise on the precise level. So bullish Gartley coming on pound Aussie. The stop loss should be below here, which is a wide stop loss. I agree. So look for smaller time frame reversal patterns and try to use them to place a tighter stop loss. But very nice winner on pound Aussie this week. The continuation trade we took on the bearish bet by shorting the structure here. And now the opportunity here is the bullish one here near 2.15, and the targets, the potential targets are to reach at least the 200 SMA line, 2.17. This is a target level. Sorry, just a second. We have a structure here, as you can see, structure zone. 2.17 is definitely a short-term target for a this bullish scenario on pound Aussie. The last underline I want to talk about in this video is gold XAUUSD. Also, I posted a setup for it on the weekly market analysis and on TradingView. So if you've been following me on TradingView, you should be familiar with this chart. We had two sell zones for gold waiting near 1170 and the completion of the Gartley near 1200. The price failed to rally all the way up here and declined back to test the uptrend line here. This is a crucial zone for gold if it wants to continue higher, because we have, first of all, we have a structure here. See here, resistance, support, resistance, support, support, should be support, along with the trend line. It should hold. And gold should be affected by NFP on Friday. If it will spike lower, I will look for a potential entry near 1090 here, just below the structure here. But in case that it will spike lower, it can reach the completion of this bullish Gartley, as you can see. It will come with a warning signal because the price will be below the trend line. But again, if you will see a strong spike and immediately a close above trend line, it could be a false break and possibly a trigger to enter long with continuation towards 1170 and 1200. So this is the scenario I'm looking at for gold. 1100 is the key support. 1090 should be perhaps a level to watch if we'll see some spikes during NFP. And again, a close above the trend line could be the false break signal that will lead gold higher. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please press the share button, press the like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you haven't read my latest blog post on marketzone.tumblr.com, visit and read it. It's about fear. Fear was very relevant with the SPX bullish scenario we had earlier following Monday's declines. So go visit marketzone.tumblr.com, read and share if you like. Thank you again. See you on next video. Bye.